Hey guys, this is Yuyu. So today I'm gonna finally share my current nighttime skincare routine. Let's go. I think my main concern for skin would be uneven skin tone, especially when I don't sleep enough, and then hyperpigmentation, some sensitive redness on my cheek area, and then of course like an oily T-zone. So because it's oily, I tend to have a lot of these small nude colored bumps on my chin and on my forehead, especially when there's like an oil imbalance or I don't sleep very well. But yeah, overall I would say I'm a normal to combination skin type. Okay, so I'm gonna tie my hair up and use my favorite super cute teddy bear headband whenever I wash my face. Okay, so very first step is gonna be makeup removal. I do have a bit of makeup on today. It's the By Festa Eye and Lip Makeup Remover. I really like this because, I'm gonna shake it first because there's oil, but I really like it because it gets off my waterproof mascara completely. Get a cotton pad, shake it up, then I'm gonna put some on here. I'm just gonna put it on my eyelid and then gently just let it rest like this for like 5 seconds. And then I'm just gonna gently pull this off. And then there's a little bit of leftover, so I just fold it over and then I wipe my brow pencil off as well. And then the other eye. Okay. Moving on to the second step. So after removing my eye and lip makeup, I'm gonna remove my face makeup. So previously I've been using this one. It's the Dual Cleansing Balm. It's a Japanese brand, but it's locked down and I'm out of this product. Luckily, I still have in stock because I like to hoard a lot of makeup. Also, one of my favorites is this one. It's the Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. This is green. Just gonna scoop some of this and then melt it in my hands and apply. Rinse it a little bit and make it dissolve and turn white, and then I'm gonna clean it off. And then you see it's gonna turn white, and you really gotta make sure with balms that it has to turn white for it to actually work, for the oil to break down. So next up is cleanser. The facial cleanser that I'm using is a Hungarian brand called Amorovica. I love it because it doesn't make my skin feel super tight after I wash it, which I really hate, but it also cleanses pretty well. Second tube already. I'll show you my first one. So the first one I've used, it's already like sliced in half. I didn't want to waste the product on the inside. A little bit. So you can see it doesn't foam up that much, but that's how it's supposed to be. After I wash my face, I use this lotion. It's a French brand, I think, and it's pronounced Biologique Recherché. Sorry if I didn't pronounce it right, but it's their famous lotion P50. It's like a toner, but it's more like a chemical exfoliant. I have somewhat sensitive skin on my cheek area, so I avoid these areas when I put it on. The famous one is the P50, and I have the P50W, which means it's a little bit more for sensitive skin. It's not as intense. So when I have like these little bumps on my forehead or on my chin, I tend to use this right after I wash my face as an exfoliant, and also to make my skin more even. What I have noticed using this maybe like 1 to 3 times per week is that my skin becomes a little bit more smooth, and the coloration is a little bit more even. So I just get a cotton pad and I just dab a little bit. So what I do is I only pat it on my forehead and my chin here, like more problematic areas, and maybe sometimes my nose, but I avoid the cheek because I've done cheeks before and it just hurt. Next up is toner. If I only could choose one more skincare product to use for the rest of my life, it would be this one. And I swear this is not an ad. So it's Ipsa's Time Aqua Reset Toner. I've been using this ever since college. The first time I knew about it was when I was in Tokyo. A few years ago, it was like on and off. I was trying different products. For recent years, this has been back in my like ultimate day and night staple piece. What it does, for me at least, I think it's super moisturizing. My skin feels a lot smoother when after I use it. So yeah, I use it as like a moisturizing toner. I just pat it on my skin for moisture, and then if I have the little bumps on my forehead or on my chin, or when I feel like I need to moisturize my skin a little bit more, I use these cotton pads, dip it wet, and then use it as a mask. And I put it on for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then I go on with my skincare routine. And just pat it on. Okay, so after my toner, I go to serum. Unfortunately, almost out of, because the lockdown, is this SkinCeuticals Phyto Plus Botanical Gel for Hyperpigmentation. So their more popular one is the Phyto, like the normal one. I used a bottle like a year or 2 ago, and for me at least, it didn't do much. This time I got the Phyto Plus, which is apparently a little bit more intense than the previous one. What this does, at least for me, is the hyperpigmentation part. So I always have uneven skin tone, especially when I don't sleep well. And I felt like this really helped with that problem. 2 drops. Woo. Just pat this all over my face. Voila. After serum, I'm gonna use an eye serum. So when I was in college, I didn't really think I needed any eye products. In recent years, I really felt like I've been getting a little bit of fine lines under my eyes, which is completely normal when I think it's aging. And also, one of my previous bosses had like huge, massive eyes, and she told me usually people with like really big eyes tend to have a little bit more wrinkles. I don't know if that's true, but it kind of makes sense. For nighttime, I'm using this Murad Retinol Youth Renewal Eye Serum. I don't know why all the names are so long, but that's that. So there's retinol in it. So with retinol, it's usually like anti-wrinkle, anti-aging. So I wanted to use like a boost of retinol. It's not really good for sensitive skin. So when I first put it on, I usually put a little bit on my hand, and then you just need a little bit. I don't think you need a lot. And I'm just gonna swipe this under my eyes, maybe a little bit of eyelid, just like that. And then we don't want to waste any of our products, so I'm gonna use the rest on my neck. Second to last step, moisturizer. So I like to combine my moisturizers. So this one is moisturizer from IPSA. I think it's ME2. It's like more of a liquidy fluid moisturizer, and I like to mix it with ceramide. So it's a component, I don't know if it's called like a chemical, but it's an element that helps to strengthen your skin barriers, and it also really adds moisture to your skin as well, and it helps it like lock in. I knew about ceramide when I was doing my facial, and the doctor, he told me about like ceramide, this element, and it would be good for my skin. So I searched it up, and then I'm using the brand called Tomb Makers. It's a Japanese brand. It's kind of like the Japanese version of The Ordinary, so they have a lot of different key ingredient serums. So I'm using the ceramide one. And this is like completely liquidy. So I usually do like 2 small pumps, just a little bit. And then I do like 3 or 4 drops of the ceramide, mix it, and then I apply. I do see a difference when I mix the moisturizer with ceramide. Final step of my skincare routine is an eye cream. I'm currently using this one. It's the Shiseido Benefiance, I don't know, wrinkle smoothing eye cream. This is a thicker consistency eye cream, so I usually use this last and only during my nighttime routine, because I feel like it might be a little bit heavy during the daytime. So I just use a little bit. Again, this is pretty thick. Put it over my eyelids too. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.